Well, what's happening, everyone? Back for another episode of the Not Fazed Talkshow, the NFT Show, and we've got none other than Mr. Paul Woods in the house with us.
Yourself.
What's happening? All good?
Which camera am I looking at?
Yeah,
here?
here, it's as you
Yes,
here.
one.
Aye.
How's it going, folks? All good?
All good?
All good, big son. What's crack?
Your EP the night then?
Oh, yes, Thompson's Electric Playground.
That's definitely one of my favourite places to play. Like,
Oh, it's lethal.
Every Tuesday, though, wasn't it?
It's not every Tuesday, just it's rotation sort of thing.
Right, okay.
Me and Paddy G aren't allowed to play together, so
for obvious reasons.
what would them obvious reasons be, though, for anybody that might not know?
I know that I've said all the time, some of the best gigs I ever played was in EP. The one, remember we played with Alex Kidd?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking unbelievable. See, whenever the top thing is packed their gills and down below's packed their gills, and then also there was a night after we played with you and you were Who Next. We was talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
What a
hi, me and Paddy G.
That was a great name. That was
Next?
like that was a fantastic name.
That was just we one pulled out of the woodwork.
I
one night.
thought it was like, see, the first time I saw it, I thought it was like, who's next, as in
Like a typo in the lineup or
so
something.
like who's for the next, or the support act
It was like,
going to come in after.
It was like artwork, just like a teaser. Who's next? That was the whole idea. It was just me.
Coming up after the commercial break.
Yeah, it was just meant to be sort of like.
I was the first night we properly met you, because I know we played in Honey before that, after the after party or Fila, and but we didn't really see you that night. It was more sort of
I
like,
think I had an hour gig. I think I had 3 gigs that night. It was flat
so
out.
that's when like I met, that was when I think we met you for a couple of minutes, but then after that it's been fucking all time.
So you know what I just realised there? Was that a Tuesday
Aye.
It probably
that
would have
year?
Aye.
been. Aye.
So I would have played the Fila and then went down and played Club Honey and then went on down and played EP.
Aye, yes.
Busy man.
Breaking in.
Before your hard style days.
I was before the hard day. I was trans and old school. You know what I mean?
Well,
Aye.
you
And a
still
wee bit of-
dabble.
A wee bit of fuck the system. That was it.
You're converted big time now.
Oh,
like.
I'm a hard stay fucking fanatic.
Do you have a limit still? Are you like that's still too mad at certain
Yes,
points?
100%, definitely. 170 is my limit.
Right, okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, no, you're definitely creeping up, like, because it used to be 155 was too
Yeah.
bad for you. I remember back out and smoking, I'd be like, fuck, how fast are they going? And I was like, it's only 155. It's all right.
155.
Jesus.
That's my sweet spot now. 155. I love it.
I know that's a way I've been producing that recent. Well, that last one was 170, but
And the one before it was 220, so let's not finish that sentence yet.
the two we're working on now is 155.
Aye.
Maybe I should say that.
I like to play a wee bit more. I like to play 155 nowadays. Obviously, when the closing set,
Yeah.
it's always the one.
See a
But you obviously-
reverse bass in a nightclub, mate. There's nothing better.
I
There's
agree.
nothing better than a big dirty reverse bass in a nightclub. There doesn't even have to be anything with it. It's
see-
just
see
a
now,
reverse
have you not
bass on
noticed-
its
I know
own.
that's it.
Techno now and trance, to a certain degree, is just really slow reverse bass or old hardstyle.
Oh, there's loads of reverse bass going into like hard trance now at the minute. Loads
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
boys are crossing over and the producing sort of side.
And trance
Yeah.
DJs playing hardstyle as well. I don't get it. You're like,
But then, like, who's the class? Who is you're a trance DJ or
Yeah.
see at the start whenever I just met you?
Yeah.
I remember thinking these boys are Psy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are Psy trance DJs.
Yeah.
Not hardstyle.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
We were probably more back then. Like,
but that's always been our, as we've talked about it in the show before, we've never stayed in the hardstyle lane. We've always played it. We've done subground, we've done a bit of hard trance, we've done hard sci, went UK hardcore,
See,
and
that's
now we're
it.
just like, yeah, we're going to make
Hard
hardstyle.
So that's the same way somebody going, oh, them boys are playing hardstyle now. and they're
We've
Psy
never
trance
said we
DJs.
were hardstyle DJs, though. We've just said we play hard music.
But
hard dance. We were always hard dance. I
see.
still say hard dance, but then people will go, no, these are freestyle. And I'm like, well, I suppose that makes sense.
Just open format. Fucking get anything
That's
banging.
it. People like Ben Nicky have changed that, because Ben Nicky sort of crossed all genres. So he did. So
Yeah.
before him, I would say well, Alex Kidd Kutsky done too, but they crossed all genres within
Of
the hard
hardstyle.
of hard
Yeah.
dance,
Yeah.
freestyle. But Ben Nicky has just basically went, do you want me to play a trance set? Play a trance set. Do you want me to play a fucking EDM set?
Aye, whatever
Hard
it
set,
is.
boom. He's just like, that's good. So I agree with you there, and a lot more people are doing it. You've got David Russ doing it. Shugs even goes quite tough now as well. Like,
Yeah,
for
definitely,
someone
yeah.
who hates hard style.
I've been listening to a couple of his sets there recently, and he definitely playing loads of reverse bass. All right, Jesus, I'm looking at the lads going, "What's this here he's playing here?"
But it is
reverse bass.
once you get bit by the bug, that's it.
I
And then it's
agree
like,
with
what's that? Oh, who else makes that music? Right?
Oh,
And have we dabble in that? And then the next thing you're listening to
There.
fucking 600 BPM terror chord.
No way, that's see that 200 fucking.
See,
That's not for me.
Aye,
I'm like, get me, it's nosebleed material. You can't even dance to it. You're like, what the fuck?
You can't,
man?
I
see
think it's
behind
this.
the
Is
decks,
it? I think you're having an attack.
I find that too. Seeing if I'm DJing and I drop an old French chord track or something, see behind the decks, I'm going like, what am I meant to do? I can't move my arm fast enough. I can't move my legs fast enough. I just
see, you're just
stand
not
there.
quick enough.
You can't do it either.
Davey's
I
up
think I
raving.
can.
Davey
Davey's
looks like
up
a
raving
full
on the stage.
spastic.
Mate, let's be honest. I've made a career out of it now. I can't stop now. People be like, why is he not going mad? If I don't go mad, how can I expect anybody else to go mad? It's just wrong.
I know. Well, I agree. And then he
I
gets off and he
agree.
gets
Do you know
stoned
what I
down
mean?
bollocks. And then the many people have said to him after, did you not smoke 2 big bifters there before you went on?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Where you've
I'm
got
the same.
me, I'm sniffing the gear and I'm not going as mad.
Jesus, they were talking about fucking narcotics on this channel here.
It all goes, man.
It's the truth.
The whole point of this is to see how quick we can get cancelled.
I was thinking that worked.
We've said it before, but you'll still book us for honey, so we're sweet.
All good.
Sorry, mate.
Always.
Every week he makes some sort of paedophile joke. It's fine. Do you want to get it out of the way now?
No.
He's waiting, he's holding it
I'm
in.
holding it in.
Holding it in. Brilliant.
What have you got planned for honey then in the future?
Mate, we've loads coming up for honey. The summer schedule is looking good, and we'll have MKN. We actually have the Double D lads.
I seen that actually.
Yeah.
2 Scottish boys. They have over this weekend, and then next weekend it's just gonna be local boys until we'll have MKN for the Feel after party.
Yeah. That'll
Yeah,
be good.
that'll
To
be
say,
good
Feel After Party brings back memories for us because that was the first time we played with you. That was the first time we checked the club out. And tell you what, it's improved massively since then.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's actually-
some difference.
Oh, that's come on. It is. You're right. It's fucking absolutely epic.
That screen makes it so warm.
Yeah, we got a big massive screen in.
It is roasting now.
It's like a big fucking 6x4 screen right in behind you, right by touching your arse.
But honey, we touched on this in a couple of the shows. Honey and the Bot are really the only nightclubs in Belfast now. Everywhere else has kind of just dissipated, and
You're talking. It's only really like this mic. Like,
just keep it in front
everywhere
of you.
else is mic. It's just the big shows that are happening. There's so
That's what I
many
mean.
big shows happening now that
do you not think
nightclubs are just, like,
festivals are going to be
obsolete.
the new club nights now? Though people after COVID have been like, well, I could go and spend 20 quid to go out to a club and then spend a fortune on drink, or I could save for a club or a festival ticket, see 60 DJs, and still spend that amount on drink because they're like, well,
Well,
more for your buck.
I definitely, but there's just something big on every single week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a massive.
Telegraph or whatever. What do we call them things that are down at the Titanic Slipway?
What thing? The
seen
festivals?
Was it a pre-festival?
I've seen a couple, and then I seen one the other day for what do you call them? It's on Boucher playing field. Patrick Tapping as well.
That's
that's-
Emerge.
Merge. That's
Merge
it.
Festival,
Is that a 2-day thing, is it?
I don't know
That they're
what it
doing?
is.
It's a 2-day festival.
Yeah.
Shane, I think it is, doing that one.
I see.
Ag Prids is playing on the second day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be lethal.
What about that? The Point.
The Point?
In the town? I seen Northern Ireland Trans Family. I was talking to Ronnie about it whenever he was in.
Oh, the Points?
What is that venue any good?
I was a class venue, mate. It was
Is it
lethal.
gone now?
It's gone again.
Because that's what I thought. I seen the promo videos that NITF put out, and I went, "Oh,
Yeah,
we
it
could
looks
be in
good.
business
Yeah,
here." And
definitely.
then nothing ever happened again.
So, originally, the NITF boys were meant to do the first night, and then District were booked in for the second night, or for the second week, you know what I mean?
Is that where the district were back, sort of?
Yeah,
thing
we were.
came from?
That's
Yeah.
it. District
Yeah.
was back. That was meant to be it. We were meant to be in the Points. The production was all we were put in for the production all together because we knew we were going to use it as well.
Yeah.
And then after the first night, I think what happened was the date got put back. It was the NITF boys had a whatever date it was. It was like, say for example, end of January, and then the COVID rules.
Yeah.
So it was the COVID rules were getting put back.
Yeah.
So we had originally booked the dates, and then them boys were in the first week, we were in the second week, but then COVID put it back a couple of months. It put us back till, say, whatever it was, the middle of March, end of March. And by that time, you were allowed to open bars.
Yeah.
The rules were a wee bit different. you were allowed to open bars, but you weren't allowed to have a certain amount of people or whatever it was.
Or music.
Something, yeah, whatever the rules were, I can't remember. But so the owner of the bar opened the points
Yeah.
as just a seated venue,
Right. Okay.
and it filled every weekend. So he was like, we don't need to be putting promoters into the venue whenever we open it ourselves.
It worked out better for them.
It worked out better for the owners of the bar. If it
yeah.
didn't, it worked out shit for us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for the club scene.
But that the problem with that is then because there's no clubs, it's everyone is vying to do a night, and it kind of takes away the specialness of a night. Because if you know if you're going to Club Honey, you're having a Club Honey night.
Yeah.
If you went to this place, you're going to have a this kind of night.
Yeah.
But if everyone's in the same two venues, it's just like, all right,
Aye,
well, we'll go out here, we'll wait for like 2 weeks and go to such and such
They
night,
emerge.
and it kind
or
of just
the failure or
kills
whatever it is. That's it. I know what you mean. It's tough. Like Club Honey has its regular crowd, which is what I love about it. Every week it's always busy, no matter what.
Well, we've never had a dead night in Honey.
Yeah.
We've said that a few
I
times.
don't think Honey's ever had a dead night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
It's
one
like
a
the way
year. You know
Harley
what I mean?
Street used to be. It
Yeah.
was packed every week. Man.
Yeah, it's 50. We do. You know what I mean? We do obviously 52 shows a year every week, and then all your Halloween and Boxing Day and whatever
the
else.
additional
So,
ones, yeah.
After
you know what I
parties.
mean?
thing,
And, yep, all sorts of probably 70 or 80 shows there. Like,
You've
you know what I
been
mean?
good to the young artists too in the country. Like you've given,
Aye,
like I see, he's giving your wee man Jamie Goodwin a good lot of.
Aye,
You've given
that's-
him some
yeah.
exposure now,
I'd-
which is good to see.
Yeah, I do all the bookings in the club. That's my job within there, and I'm the resident as well. Obviously, we have a good team down there, and Phil's always been fucking lethal to me. He always looks after me, and Ryan's a good lad, and Helena is the boss there, and so you know what I mean. She runs a tight ship, and the team. It's a great team. You know what I mean. So just being down there, I've worked there for like 8 years. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's I love it.
Went from strength to strength. Just
Yeah.
I remember the first night we went in. It was a bar converted into a
That's
nightclub.
exactly- yeah, that's
but
it,
now it feels more like a nightclub when you go in there at night. Do you know what I mean?
It's
With the
and that-
screens and that up.
I
and-
didn't know as well about upstairs. Like anytime we've
I was
been
gonna
upstairs,
say I haven't been allowed to talk about this, but nah, I can. You know what I mean?
the wee door was always
Exclusive,
there. And I
exclusive.
thought it was just like a wee fucking cloakroom or something.
Yeah.
And then not the last time, but the time before we were up it was when we were up with Kutsky with John.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Come here, do you see this?" And the door opens. Like, holy fuck!
fucking
This has
massive
been
up there.
here the whole time.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
So there's basically a nightclub above where Club Honey is now. It's when you go in, it's like a bar, stroke lounge, stroke nightclub sort of theme. On the night time, it's a full nightclub. You know what I mean? But above that, there's a fucking space for a proper nightclub to go in.
And it's equally the same size as
Oh,
downstairs.
it's bigger.
bigger?
Is it?
Bigger than
Yeah, it's
downstairs.
bigger.
Right? It's
There you
the
go.
way the layout is. It's bigger than downstairs. Obviously, you have to put your bar and all in,
Yeah.
and your toilets and etc. or whatever. But there's a refurb going on now where the club's going to be going on in upstairs, and
that's good.
hopefully, obviously, going into
That-
the future, there's
as
going to
well,
be
because one thing that I always wondered was like, I know the punters are in drinking all day downstairs, and then
I'm
once it
watching the
gets
football and all that there.
Because there's been a couple of times we've been in and like there's been a football match on, and they're like, right, it's not busy, we'll just keep a football match on till I go.
Yeah.
Now you just have the opportunity to keep both sets
Oh,
of
aye,
people
that's
in
it.
the
Yeah.
club.
It'll be downstairs, will be the lounge, and upstairs will be the nightclub.
Because
We'll get
I've
more
seen it. See,
patrons
once
as
it
well.
hits like
That's it.
9 o'clock, it's like, right, you just have to go.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
Yeah.
the ticketed people coming
Yeah.
in.
Aye,
And-
because we Jimmy doesn't want to sit and listen to doof music. He wants a quiet pint, watch match of the
Yeah.
day, and then fuck off back home.
Especially if we have a big artist in, as we usually do.
Yeah.
But usually, what'll happen if there's a big artist in, I just realised I'm blocking the camera.
Aye, you're all right.
It's alright.
We'll shut the
Most
club
people
down.
listen.
Yeah, we'll shut the club down and fuck everybody out for an hour.
Yeah.
Get you know what I mean?
Aye,
Go
the
again.
photos and let everybody see it and all that there, Jess.
Just clean the place down and get ready to go again and get all the punters who have been there all day
Yeah.
out.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Restock and away you go, and then let everybody in for the nightclub
Yeah.
who have tickets as such. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, that's it. That's what I've always thought. Because I was thinking, like, so there were some nights I was going in there to meet you, and it's like 6 o'clock, and downstairs packed.
That's
All
always,
them people have to go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
obviously, I know everyone knows the deal, but at least now I fill in the club. They can go in there and they can say, right, use 50 people, stay there upstairs.
That's it.
You know
That's
what I
it.
mean?
100%. It's going to be good. It's obviously there's going to be a good capacity there, and moving
What
forward, the nightclub will
would
be fucking
Honey
amazing.
hold now? All in.
Don't know what I'll say out there. Don't want to say nothing. It officially holds.
Aye, you can legally give the fire capacity amount.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. It.
There you go.
Fire capacity is 280.
That was well put, mate. Well put. I like that.
You like that?
No one's in any bother there. I'm sort of a solicitor, so I can carry on that.
Staying on. About 300. You know what I mean?
Aye, 300. Well, you're getting 300 in there every week. I can tell you that.
Aye.
At least. Anyway.
Oh, that's good. Nah, but no, it's good. Good. But again, yous are literally using the bot. Are the only ones left in the city. Look.
Yeah, that's it. It's obviously Club Honey's like my baby. You know what I mean? I love it. It's obviously it and Electric Playground. I've been playing for both 8 years.
Yeah.
Sort of started them two at the same time. But Club Honey, I run on it. Obviously, EP, I'm just the DJ there.
Yeah.
But Club Honey is my bread and butter. You know what I mean? I love it, and seeing the club progress from where it started to where it is now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like all the acts we book, and Warface, Rebellion. And you know what I mean, the list of
Superstar, like
Yeah.
Nah, Spicy, them
Yeah.
too. Like,
I was actually talking about Rebellion the other night because we have one of those special fire sticks,
Yeah.
and it had Tomorrowland on it. And we were like, "What the fuck's Tomorrowland?" Stuck it on. It was Q Dance at Tomorrowland. Rebellion was like,
Yeah.
"Sweet, do you want to watch this?" And I was like,
They're like,
they
"Let's."
played multiple times in Club Honey, and now
Yeah,
you're
but-
on this fucking stage. But it was mad because it wasn't that packed of a crowd. And like when they turned the music down, no one fucking sang along. It's like, yeah, you are just like techno stragglers who are bored for a while, and they're like,
Yeah.
what's all this crazy shit?
Mate, obviously we have loads of boys in. You know what I mean? The list is
even the trance side, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, people like Jordan Suckley,
Kutsky as well. You know what I mean?
Kutsky,
Who,
Alex
who
Kidd.
would you say to date is the biggest act that you've had in Honey?
In Hardstyle.
Oh,
Anything.
anything.
Fuck, mate. We've had The Prophet. We've had Rebellion, Warface.
I would say Warface is up there bigger than I.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
Warface
the
would probably
Prophet's
be
the creator of
biggest, like.
hardstyle. Like you can't get
I know,
much
but
bigger
I mean,
than that.
in terms of like,
in terms of money ways.
well,
in terms of money ways,
Mm.
Warface was definitely the most expensive, and obviously very, very worth it. It was an
Aye.
unbelievable night. He's an
Yeah.
absolute legend.
But that's it. You don't mind as long as they deliver.
Oh, wow.
That's sweet. If the key
Business ways, it was obviously
Most-
a good deal. You know
I'm
what I
the same. See, whenever obviously I've been lucky enough, me and Dave, to play loads of big festivals and all. But then see, when there's nothing quite like getting into a small sweaty club where the
Yeah.
fans are right in
mean?
the
Oh,
front.
aye.
Where
That's
like,
it.
don't get me wrong, you could be on a stage, but when you're up there on your own, obviously, whenever there's me and him, we have a wee joke and play with each other, but we don't know what's going on out
Here,
in
you can't
front
be
of
telling
us.
people what goes on underneath the fucking deck there.
But
Sitting there in our
when-
boxers.
see when you're in and they're on top of you. That's why I like Electric Playground and Thompson's, because they're on top of you. Like everyone's looking down on
See,
you.
yeah.
It's fucking
That's the wee bit of difference between Club Honey and Thompson's. I know what you're talking about there. In Thompson's, you're not as much. I don't feel as
They're
much attached to the
smothered.
crowd
yeah,
as you do when you're in
Yeah.
Honey.
yeah.
Because they're literally
They're on top of you.
they're
Either
across
there.
this table. You know
Sometimes
what I mean?
you have
Like,
to watch
fuck,
looking up in Club Honey because they're going high five, and you're like,
Aye,
yeah, I've high fived you 12 times.
Yeah, they can high five you. That's how close they are, and
I
they're,
know.
they're
Do you know what?
fucking spilling drinks over the decks and shit. You know what I mean?
Some
So
guy sold me down the river a cracker during our set in Honey. He's like, oh, mate, yes. And as I went to shake his hand, he went, I was like, you fucking wanker. I can't believe you did it.
That's the
Another
crack
one
of Honey.
I've seen in Honey
Was
with Dave was
so
sitting on the
good.
front of the stage, and your wee man tried to steal his shoe.
give us that.
No, that was the Revival Festival.
Oh,
I
that's
sat
right.
there.
I'm
was
getting
fucking- I was
Club
running
Honey
up
up.
ready to do
Don't
something.
be giving Club Honey a bad name.
So,
Fuck.
It was
it was Planet Love. That's what it was. Some cunt tried
There's
to
no
steal
way
my
you
shoe.
were that
Was it?
close to the floor.
It was one of them.
It was
but
Revival. He was on the front, and remember I told him to stage dive, and no one caught him.
Is this a district revival?
District
District
Revival. aye.
Revival.
He sat on the thing, and your wee man come up and just. I think it was Donald Trump
I
actually.
tried to steal my shoe. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I've got to go to an airport, mate. I need my fucking shoe.
Give us them shoes. crazy.
No, that's
So-
it. What Shorefest and all too. You're
Yeah.
back in November or October, is it?
Aye, Shorefest would do 2 a year. So Shorefest is October, 1st of October this year.
No lineup or
There
Is
is. There's
Danielle-
one. The question is the main man gonna show?
Oh, he fucking is, aye. 100%. mate.
Because I know there's a lot of animosity around it, and obviously
There
the guy's
is.
been through some hard times, and you understand
100%.
that.
100% the man obviously has been,
He's
you know what I mean? Like,
rebuilding.
to me and Paddy G sat and had this conversation before we booked him, right? And he said to me, what else has this fucking man got? Right?
Yeah.
After all the shit he's been through,
Yeah.
he doesn't have anything else.
Yeah.
So he's not going to fuck it up.
He showed at
Ah.
DevCon. He played
went-
at
so,
DevCon
mate,
recently, so
Niall actually went to meet him
I seen a
at
picture of
DEFCON.
Niall.
So Niall went to meet him and his agent at DEFCON. Niall's a mad bastard, by the way.
Living the dream, boy.
He's at Luminosity in Amsterdam, way off the Lumo, right? In the middle of Lumo. Fucks off. I'm way off here to get a train to DEFCON, whatever the fuck it is, an hour or two away, couple of hours away, by himself.
Right.
I'm on this train, went to meet Daniel Mandello and his agent, shook hands with him.
I seen the photo.
We will shake hands on this business deed. You're going to come to Belfast. Yes, 100%. I will be there. 100%. So
Fingers crossed.
so he shook his hand.
Well, no, that's it.
It's a handshake,
It's a gentleman's agreement.
And
It
it's
is.
obviously, there's a contract,
Yeah.
and saying contract and shit, and he's assured us that he's going to be here. Sent us promo video.
He does
and-
have form for what he done the last time.
Of
on his
course,
side. He had
obviously.
form,
Well, he's
Mate,
done it multiple times.
Aye.
But again, you don't know what someone's story is.
He nearly completely fucked up it was our first time in Custom House Square.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
the first time doing a show down there, obviously.
Rusty replaced him, didn't they?
No,
Was
no,
it?
Rusty was already on the
Was
lineup.
he?
Yes. So it was Sam Jones, David Rust, Daniel Mandello, and fucking the guy from Argentina.
Chris Schwarzenegger. Chris Schweitzer.
You may edit that
Schweizer.
last bit out
Aye.
there.
Cut. Yeah, and on the day of the event, the morning of it, it was the night before, because I was playing in District. We spent all week building the site. We were flat out. I think I was playing EP that week as well, and then we still had District going in.
Aye, because I
Sport
think whenever
team.
we came
Yeah,
down, we were
that's right.
playing, and you took us over or showed us the site, or we were
Yeah.
down at the site or something.
We had District going in 14 at that time, so I was playing at District, and the message came through at like 1 a.m. and it was from his wife at the time. You know what I mean?
Ah.
God rest her soul. But she messaged saying Daniel's sick and he won't be able to make it. We're in Barcelona, so wherever they flew from somewhere. They were at their connecting flight apparently,
Yeah.
and then they sent me a doctor's letter in Spanish or whatever.
Aye.
Got to translate it, and it was saying Daniel is sick. He can't get on the next flight. Blah blah blah. And
I'm
we're-
sorry, but see any other circumstance I'd be saying. So this was like a wee doctor's note from his mummy
Ah.
saying, Daniel
I
can't
did.
come to school today.
Yes,
He's got a
that's-
tummy bug.
That's
Here, mate,
exactly
write us a
what it was,
letter.
mate.
Write us a letter to go on the
It
bike.
was stamped and all.
Exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it was. It was like it was stamped and all, and I was like, I was standing District DJing, looking at this, at like 1 a.m. Now you have to understand. See, at that point, after being you're doing like whatever 15, 16 hours a day, building the site and being down on the site, building not building personally building it, but obviously
you're
we're all down.
involved. There's a
We're all
graft in it,
down
like-
there. You know what I mean? We're all down there, all
It's not
grafting
like
the whole
fucking
thing.
Mary Poppins. You just click
No,
your fingers and a bit of
fucking-
happy singing, and the site
Obviously,
is built.
We have to build you have to help build the stage and lay everything out, lay out the site, and you're there flat out every day. And by the time it's getting to that stage, you're fucking exhausted. And so I'm standing there looking at this fucking message, being like, "This isn't. It wasn't even hitting me."
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was just looking at it, going, "Yeah, he's not coming, man. Sweet." And then I was just continuing on the DJ. And Paddy G was like, "What the? He was
Autopilot?
having a fucking. He's having a meltdown.
Aye.
He's like, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on here? No fuck away." I'm
Bastard.
like,
That's
right,
the
straight.
Arduino in him.
Mate, do you know when I'm getting the flashback? I think he actually left. He left
Paddy.
me DJing, right? And then the message came through, and I had to ring him, being like, "Here, Mons here." Send him the message. I was just down there in an autopilot at that point, being like, "I have to get up at fucking this time, and we have to go down and sort this out." There was problems. It was just, see, when you're doing a festival, see a club show. A club show is a fucking piece of piss. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, aye.
You
the
can
amount
just
of-
work
as
around
long
the
as the
problems
decks work,
quickly.
you're
Aye,
fine.
as long as there's music playing, you're all right, and you can sort out any of our problems there and then. But like, see a festival, it's the amount of work that goes into it. Fair play to the Niall for the amount of work that he does within our team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, all the rest of the lads do their bit, but Niall does lead the charge on that. And the amount of work that goes in is fucking unbelievable. Like, blow your mind. Like,
If you
And it-
forget one thing as well, like, oh
Then-
shit, we didn't book guests or we didn't get
Aye,
the-
that's it.
we
That's
didn't
when the
order enough
dominoes fall.
railings.
yeah, railings,
You don't think about
railings,
that.
fucking
It's like shit
floor,
you
and
never think of.
aye, stupid shit,
Portaloos
man.
and all. Will we
Toilets
have enough
and-
places for people to piss?
You have to have that. You have to have. There's a number.
Yeah.
Like the council gives
You
you
have
all
to
the
go
thing.
through it, and it's like for the X
This-
amount of people,
and
you
we
need
have
to
to-
have this allocation for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have to guess all that. So we have to go right. That has to go in a month before.
Yeah.
So you have to sign in an EMP a month before, at least a month before.
Yeah.
It's meant to be
Like,
like
you obviously have a deadline because they need to process that
Ah,
on a grade and say
it's like-
yes, okay.
It's meant to be like 3 months before.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? We're
It's
fucking,
Belfast City Council.
Yeah, that's real.
It's a bit laxed.
Yeah, so we-
Stormont don't really sit. It doesn't fucking
They
matter.
fucking get pissed off because you only give it a month before. But we give it a month before, saying right, we're gonna have 4,000 people here, and they're right, for 4,000 people, you need 200 fucking portaloos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we've already ordered 180. You know what I mean? Or just a stupid wee thing like that there, and you're like, right. Another thing, when the toilets fucking come, there's no toilet roll in them.
I was like,
You know what I mean?
I didn't know that.
On the day of, they all come, you fire them all out, and you're laying, and we're all throwing them all out and lining them up.
Yeah.
And all these stupid things that you don't think
you
of when
don't
you
think
come
of.
to a festival
Well,
and you line
that's
up, and all the toilets are there, and you're like, wonder who fucking laid all these out.
Yeah.
You don't think you're just in there,
See,
you're just in there
see
getting
on
lit.
that is
You know
bad.
what I mean? Come on in here, where are we?
That's why you
put
see most people who are running, see once it gets, say they're doing a festival or something, a big event, see once it hits like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, they're lying in the green room or
Oh,
in the
they're-
fucking
they're
thing,
done?
they're
Fuck, man.
gone. Like,
You're
That's it.
mentally
You
and
know your
emotionally
night has went well. You can now relax, and relax means I'm sleeping.
drained. Oh, mate, now imagine you do that. Like, see the district festival, that 4-day festival. I was doing that, and then see when the festival's over.
Your
I-
camper van that you had was fucking class.
How
That was
did-
a great idea.
Oh, it was like, alright. 2 wee camper vans on site.
That was class. Like, oh, we've just been staying here. It's like
And
fucking
they weren't
right.
camper vans, they were fucking.
And they were proper
high
like
rise,
full on
high
Winnebago
rise.
jobbings. Like,
They were,
like, they're like tour bus.
they
Ah,
were
they were like-
class.
they were like 2 wee
Whenever I
buses.
walked in them, I was like, fuck, this is class. Like,
was cracking,
there's
mate.
some shapes in there. Like,
There were some fucking heads in that spot, so there was.
But even
Jesus.
even that, the 4-day festival, the fact that you accommodated for so many different things and finished it off with a wee family fun day and all,
Oh, mate,
that was brilliant. Because I think Nicole was going to take the child to the family fun day because we were in Wales,
yeah, no.
and then she gets sick. I know because we flew
Torquay,
or Torquay, sorry.
But
Oh, there was COVID. That was in the middle of COVID too,
Aye,
wasn't it?
but that was the fact that you tried. Was it? Did you do the bingo as well?
Yeah, but done 4 days, so it was obviously shout out to all the team, you know what I mean? Everybody done their fucking bit. But so it was a 4-day festival planned. First time, you know what I mean? We usually do 1 day.
Yeah.
Usually 1 day festival, shore fest, that's all we've ever done. And then we went, fuck it. We're going to do a 4-day one.
Yeah.
Boucher Road, playing fields, fucking massive.
Yeah.
We're like, let's go.
Yeah.
Put everything into what we had for 6 months. And then came till it was a 4-day event. We done Thursday, we done bingo bongo. Fucking epic. Within 5
Can I
minutes.
ask you about this, right?
Go ahead.
What the fuck is bingo bongo?
Mate, it was fucking
Is it
epic.
like is it
This is where
it's
you-
rave bingo?
This
Is that
is-
what the concept is?
No, you need to have. You need to have like a wee. See here, like a wee fucking TV that comes up, bang, and just go bingo bongo, and it pops up on your screen. Tips from
And
Star
see,
Woods.
We've
And
already
you can
got
have
that
it,
in
you
the
can show
work.
it. You can show it. You go bingo bongo. That's it there. Look. Yeah.
See that wee empty seat
it's
over
coming.
there?
It's coming.
Yeah.
There-
Jamie
there's someone-
McLucas, we need you on mission control up there.
Fuck's like Timmy put herself together. Come on, mate. So I'll go bingo bongo. Mate, it was like the concept is. It's just like a game of bingo, only.
But you go mad at it.
But
It's
it's a show.
Yeah.
It's just a show. That's
That's
why.
yeah, that's what it
There's no money one. Like,
It's the modern version of bingo-ish.
Like there's a wee bit of a stipulation where you can't. There's a whole legal shit going on, so I can't really talk
Yeah.
about that. Right, so
because it's gambling.
Right, yeah.
Gambling
That's
is illegal.
exactly- that's it. If
Mate,
you're
it's-
gambling, so there was ways around the gambling.
Yes.
Right?
You
So
can win prizes.
That's exactly the way it was. You win prizes,
I know.
and it was a game of skill and all this. It wasn't a game of chance. It was a game of skill. You had to come up and answer a question.
Yeah, your bingo makes you
When you won
enter in.
bingo, then you get entered in the competition. You have to come up and
Kind of
answer
like the
a
price
question.
is right. Come on down.
What's the colour of the sky? Blue. You win. Sweet.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that takes a whole load of shit out.
Yep.
The legal side, we'll say nothing from there on.
That's all right.
Because there is a fucking
See,
ongoing
when you're
case.
sitting calling me gay because I won't answer your phone calls, I'm learning all this shit.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yes, gay.
So now it's dealing with that shit too, mate. That was when we done that bingo. That came up about gambling, and there was a bit of a legal issue that came up with it. So we're still dealing with that at the minute.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, well, then move on from that.
Yeah. So what was the night after bingo bongo? Was the hardstyle like?
So bingo was Thursday. District done their event. Headhunters, TNT, fucking who else was there?
B-front?
Rebellion,
B-front,
Phase
Rebellion,
2?
and Vital.
Murdoch, and Vigil.
Yep.
Used
Yeah.
Boys played on the second stage, which was host. We give the second stage to the Revival lads.
Yep.
Allowed them to host it.
Yeah.
That done them boys a world of good after too. Like that propelled them, and it's like,
Yeah.
Oh, of course, they were always on
They
it.
done it well as well.
Ah,
'cause
the
they had
fair play to them, the
good
fucking,
act in it.
Yep.
It fucking went
The
off.
Revival night, just as you say, we actually have them now. We're hosting them in Honey. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
that's it. I mentioned it on our last show because with Ronnie, it was just before we were playing for Revival. That's the first time we've actually played for them in a club setting, and if it wasn't for usings, them boys were fucked that night. Like you pulled
yeah.
it out of a hole. Like
Oh, aye. There was a bit of shit going on with our previous venue, and
Yeah.
they run me saying, they just run me and said, listen, there's a possibility to do a state.
Yeah.
And I had a look at the diary and had a few things in, but I was able to switch
Yeah.
them around and run Phil, who's the owner, and he was like, I know, but
that's a good thing about the scene nowadays. Though
That's
we
what I was
also
gonna say.
touched on this with Ronnie. Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it might not have been that easy because
People were better. Everyone was a lot more harmonious to everybody.
That's what I love about
The
it.
same out whenever Jason and Rob were over on that gig up in the North Coast, I rang Paul and was like, any chance you can
Yeah.
sort the boys out? Dead done.
I was
Yeah,
there was
mate,
no issues.
That's it.
You wish you had somebody like that when we were coming up.
100%.
That's what
Yeah,
we
you know
played.
what I mean?
Everyone was out for
Me and-
themselves.
Mate, that's
and
why I do it, is because when you were coming up, you didn't have no cunt
Yeah.
doing anything for you. I actually, to be fair, I actually had one or two people who would have looked after you. Shout out to them. Your man, Cavi Johnson, and this boy, Anto Stratton, who I
Yeah.
know now.
Yeah.
He's a fucking legend. Them boys always looked after me. And Cavi was a mate of my cousins who killed himself when we were young. So I think
Sorry to hear that.
he always looked after me. Like, and he was the previous resident at Honey
Right.
Right.
Okay.
for like fucking 15 years. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I remember going to Club Honey when I was like 15. You know what I mean? You're
Aye.
not meant to be here, and it was upstairs.
Yeah.
So there used to be a nightclub upstairs where
Ah, yeah. With the
where the building is now, where we were saying about earlier. And I used to remember going to watch Cavi Johnson, and he was an absolute legend, mate. You know what I mean? So it was good to
had
touch on that
someone
there.
looking out for you. Well,
So you never had anybody looking
Yeah.
out for you, so that's why I do it
Yeah.
at Honey. And I
Yeah.
give all the wee youngsters their first gig, loads of them, you know what I mean?
a lot of the first performances of some of the young lads in Belfast now have been
Yeah.
in Honey. Like
Yeah.
you see that, like. But I agree. See, that's why me and Dave sort of drifted off and just started doing our own thing. Like made Subground and all. Didn't really socialise with people in the scene in Belfast. Like obviously we had LED and
Yeah,
Billy
you've always-
Dunseith. Both of them looked after us to begin with. Like
Yeah.
and
I was wondering, like, are you done? Is that it? So that was the end of the episode, guys.
They looked after us in a sense of like
Tuesday at CP.
LED pushed us on the promoters, and then Billy just booked us quite a bit. So we'll be forever grateful for that. But they weren't really people, as in the sense because LED had retired at this stage, that were like looking out for you actively.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
more
I
like
mean,
they're
Bill-
the next
Billy was
level up.
booking us.
Give
Yeah.
you a bit of guidance.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
whereas
there you
we're
go.
now all like mates. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
All the lads in the
Yeah.
scene. So it's like that's it. I like the way it is now, where we're all.
We didn't
You're
believe
all-
it for a while. We thought, right, and that's why we
I hate
kind
that
of
cunt
still.
where he's a fucking melter.
But then you sort of get into it, and you're like, no, everybody's actually not big, because you know yourself. Back a few years ago, it would have been, I'll be nice to your face, and then walk
I don't know.
off
You can
the
speak for yourself, Dave. Right? if I don't like you, I fucking tell you.
that's what I
You'll
mean,
know
but-
about it.
No,
know what I mean?
that's it. People are just
Work that out by now.
I try like I come Paddy G as well. I just be straight up as it is.
But that-
If I don't like you, you'll know. You know what I mean?
Do you not think though people don't take criticism well now, or not
they're
even
a bunch
criticism?
of
If you're
fucking
like, you can
crybags.
say something, I have an
see you
issue.
on Facebook, like under
What?
people's posts the odd time.
Oh,
like,
you're a
you see-
professional fisher on Facebook, like mate. You get the
ripping into
fucking
them.
rod out, you're like, someone's gonna bite. Someone's gonna bite.
It's so easy.
Mate, they come
Can't
jump.
set themselves up for it. I'm
Okay.
like, what are you doing?
and I'll say no names, like, but I watch people like over a couple of days, and even I'm going, fuck me, give over, and then the next minute on the third day, fuck's sake, give it a rest.
Yeah.
I can't take it, mate.
I've had enough scrolling of your fucking problem here.
It's know what it is. I don't be on it enough. I used to see during lockdown. Oh fuck me! I was doing 10 hours and all day sitting on. I was cracking my screen time 15 hours. I'm like, what the fuck?
Sorting
Nah,
this
I
out
don't
the
go on. So what I do now is go on my post, do a post, and then fuck off.
Yeah.
See, half the time I actually think I need to do a post, and then something else comes up and I forget about it.
Mate.
And then I realise, fuck, I'm not a post in a week.
I'm the same,
And,
and then I don't.
have the reminders on our page. Like every day it says share a post and it comes to me. Or else I'm the same. Like I used to be addicted to fucking social media. See now, mate, I just have a couple of photos planned. I'll say I'll share that. Go on, but
He's a bully though. I don't like social media. I've made it
can't
clear in
spell
this show,
either.
and
Well, I get that
I've
shit,
now
mate.
tried to make an effort. So I'm doing it in the middle of my job. I'm trying to do it in gaps of the day when I normally wouldn't do it. So again, like you, I'll do a post, fire through, done. 2 minutes later, fucking change that, mate. And it's like, well, do you know what? Then? I'm not
I'm
going to
like
fucking
you.
try.
I'm
No, mate,
like you.
I
Spelling
normally
yeah.
am
really
immaculate
bad,
and
mate.
stuff, but I'm rushing, I'm typing. I'm not
Then
going to
don't do it. Let
You know,
me do it.
listen, know what you do?
You don't do it as you've just
Listen,
said.
know what you do? This is what I do. I just go in and edit it.
I know. I
That's-
do.
That's what I've told him to do.
Just
I
quickly.
I
See,
can't
it,
add it on the YouTube, but
He
takes
was our
you just as
social
much-
media guy. I'm like, yeah.
it takes you just as long to tape the message you saying fucking edit that there. Whereas it just you go in and you just edit it.
no, the
You know what I mean?
YouTube I can't
go.
edit. I can't edit YouTube because it's his email. He has the email and I haven't got the password on the new computer, so I wasn't able to go in and do it.
A good carpenter never blames his tools, mate.
You're
but-
blaming your tools for it. He goes, oh, it's the autocorrect.
Yes, what we were saying there about is cunts being fucking melters on Facebook talking absolute bollocks, mate. It does my head and I don't know how to block cunts or any of that shit. It just comes up in your newsfeed and you're like,
I'll
Hey,
teach you later, mate. Sorry.
I'll go on and then see the next day if I see it again and you're like, you're asking for trouble. Come here, you fucking nuisance. Fuck up.
Speaking of melters, right? Don't name names, but out of the professional fucking acts that you've had in, have you had anyone that you've just been like, I will never
He has to
ever
name a name,
speak
like
to
the-
you
No.
again? Have
No,
they
mate.
all been sweet?
All the acts you all bring in. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think about like Scat Project, at Audio Freak, fucking Rebellion Lads, NKN, Kutski, Jordan, fucking Warface.
That's good to
we
hear,
s-
though.
We start going back and already like pre-COVID. Then we had like, fuck me, mate, the list is endless.
As
I
you
can't
said,
think of any.
50,
I'd
50
52
at
gigs
least a
plus a week.
year.
A year.
70 gigs a year, you know what I mean? So we do every Saturday. I organise all the bookings and try and give all the youngsters and all the locals as well
Yeah.
regular gigs, and then you see the wee ones that are good.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can start trying to build them up a wee bit more. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
Noticed
it. It's once somebody.
What's the worst? We asked Ronnie this too. What's the worst thing someone has asked you to get them? Like as in a DJ, like on the radar. What's the stupidest? Because we had a
If
couple.
I tell you what it is, they'll know it's because it's fucking.
It's all right. I've already called out Radical Redemption for being a horse, so it's fine. I've got to go and deal with it.
he had
What
all
do you want?
the fucking carrots and all chopped up.
Like
mate,
in
and all.
like wee tiny slices.
We have seen some odd ones. Ronnie was telling us about the Plastic Boys had rappers in and they had new tracksuits, new trainers.
There was.
Aye,
There was
fucking-
We've had
What about-
off people looking slippers in their hotel room.
what about
fucking-
Calvin Klein boxers and socks?
Ah,
They've had this in the rider. I'll not play unless you provide me new pants and socks.
Oh,
I'm
but no,
We're
no,
definitely
you're
doing
gonna
it
listen,
fucking wrong. Like,
you're
we're
gonna,
like, a few
you're gonna
beers.
have to cut that out. Definitely.
But we'll beep it. We'll just go a few beep and beep.
I will sort it out after.
Fucking who cares? Fucking, what are they gonna do?
But
Fucking.
no, I want Calvin Klein boxers the next time I come over and play.
Listen, me and Paddy G took over District after him, and he wasn't too fucking happy.
Oh, right, okay.
So he stormed. I don't know if he just wasn't happy at all, man. He just was not happy.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, right?
I
At all.
know
He
what
just
you're
wasn't
on about.
happy from the minute he got there till the minute he left. He was just
I know what you're on about.
angry wee
There,
man.
there was
you know what I mean?
Done.
act
I
that's-
booked them. I think I was me, Barbara, and Andy, and we Burnsy.
Don't like talking about cunts at the same
Heard
time.
of
that's
it.
what I mean.
Don't,
No,
don't
not,
go-
I'm not mentioning the name, but
No, 'cause
I know who you're on
actually.
about.
We're gonna have to cut that there.
see when we were at
He'll not listen.
Creamfields, there was
Need
a DJ.
Did you imagine?
You never know.
When we played at Creamfields, there was a DJ who refused to play because Scooter was playing at the same time. Said, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm stuck in traffic," which was viable because it took us about an hour to get to Creamfields.
Aye,
the
and that's
traffic.
with their lift. Like,
But then it turned out that they were there at the whole time and
What's-
just beating about.
What stage did you play on?
Well,
fired up.
I fired
Fired
up.
up stage.
I would
yeah.
love to play Creamfields. That would be fucking epic. So what?
Ah, mate, see when we got the call, I was buzzing like.
We-
And,
the
but
thing
it was
that
meant to be 2020 with COVID,
Aye.
and then we see the next year we were never told that we're still playing. The lineup just dropped one day and we were on it, and I was like, fuck it.
Yeah,
we thought we'd lost it. That was it.
That happened with me at the Ben Nicky gig as well, me and Paddy. So
Aye.
we were on the Ben Nicky gig for Bell Sonic.
Aye.
Yeah.
Fucking 15,000 or something. We were like, holy shit.
That was some gig as well.
So the first one didn't happen, but
Aye.
it was actually the lineup changed too.
You've got that hope, but you're like, well, if it doesn't happen,
Yeah,
you can't really
Mate,
fucking.
we were thinking we're not going to be on the lineup. I think
That's the way we were the second time. The whole time
Yeah.
I was justified in my head going, well, it is what it
Paddy
is.
G was saying that the lineup's changed and all. I don't think we're going to be on it.
Yeah. That's what he's like. He's
yeah.
in my ear, being like, nah, it's not
No, but
happening. It's not happening.
He talks to Ben. He chats with him and whatever, and he was texting me saying Ben saying the lineup's changing, and then but that was it. And he was like, I don't think we're going to be on it. And I was like, fucking Jesus Christ, we better be on it. And then bang, when the lineup came out, it was me were on it. Fucking Bell Sonic. I was
That's it, you're bothered.
absolutely.
I've only ever been to Bell Sonic, and that was this year. I went to the Liam Gallagher gig, and like, see, just looking at the many people, like, see if you were on that stage looking out, like.
It was unbelievable. I'm buzzing now, just thinking about it. I'm like, holy shit.
That's right. See, whenever we got to Creamfields, we got there and we met like Jack Harlow and fucking Reckless and all, and they were like, "Listen, lads, you are on first on the Friday. It's going to be dead. Like, just enjoy yourself, blah blah." So the whole time
We were joking because I got there. I was fucking starving.
Was he
but
weighing you up?
no, they were being
they were
serious.
being serious, but the food
Mate.
places didn't open until our set time. And I was like, "Use your cunts. Use are all going to go and get food and just sit there and eat chips in front of me, knowing how hungry
Mate.
I am. I hate yous."
Packed to the gills.
Lethal.
We went in, but
fucking packed to the gills. Got them going left, but I mean, it was like everyone.
You're up down.
but it's knowing your audience. It's you're not getting people. It's like we're not fucking big egos. You're not getting people coming to Creamfield see Phase 2. You're getting people going through your tent to get to somewhere else.
calling them in.
You
Mate.
have
Now
to
there
play
was
shit.
people who were coming up
Aye,
saying,
yeah.
but the thing about it is,
But once you're like, right, we'll play a few crowd pleasers. You pick up
have a
an ear and
story
they're
for
like,
you on
oh, we'll sit and watch these boys for a bit, and you just let it. But you have to be able to cater for
see
the
when
situation.
we walked off, mate. See when we walked off stage,
Everybody was coming up.
everybody was
Like,
like,
this was during COVID.
but they
And
were
all
like-
these two big fucking like steroid fellas
no, I'm
came
not
up
on about them.
and stuck us up on their shoulders and just took us off. Like we were talking like Colin Heather, and we just were like, goodbye.
See it.
But it did feel good because we come off and like so Reckless and Jack and all them are like never seen that the first set at Creamfields.
That
ever.
filtered up, and as we met like Kutsky later on in the day, he's like, I heard you boys killed it, and we met fucking Jack from Good Grief later on in the night. He's like,
see the buzz I had
like,
that whole day, like
fuck,
I chew you up on the stage and all on the going mad.
going mental, mate.
Yeah, mate, it's part of the show. You're booking the Phase 2 show.
Mate, that's see what you were just saying there about pulling people in. So
Yeah.
see whenever the first year, it was actually the second year we went to Croatia. First year playing Ultra, and then the second year went and played Ultra and we played Drop Zone.
Yeah.
So see when we went down the sea where we were playing, we were just thinking, it was me and Paddy G, we were thinking, it's our first year playing this festival.
Yeah.
We're going to be on first
Yeah.
in a wee stage or a wee back room somewhere, you know what I mean? And we went down and met the guy and he brought us down, walking through, like, have you been to Drop Zone?
No.
No, fuck me, mate. It's on Search Beach in Croatia.
It looks good, like.
Jesus Christ. So see when you come down it, like imagine imagine any other beach, you know what I mean? When you come down a beach, there's loads of like wee sort of hut sort of places, like food places and fucking all that sort of shit. And then seeing you walk down a bit, it's just 3 or 4 big massive nightclubs, right? Bang, but they're all open. Like they're like pool party sort of style nightclubs. Like Ocean Beach in Ibiza.
Yeah.
Don't know if you've ever been
I've
down
seen,
there.
I know what it is now, yeah.
Sort of like that, you know what I mean? And there's one to the left, one to the right, bit of a bar here, and then the main one, Calypso I think it's called, is at the very bottom of the beach, and it's like a bit of a strip. So you walk down, beach, beautiful fucking water, class, mate, and on like lovely sand. So you're walking down, there's a footpath that splits them,
Yeah.
and as you're walking down the footpath, they've just literally set up like a stage.
I know, I was sort of thinking as you're telling us, like, you're getting further and further down this path. It's like all these different things. You're like,
We're getting further and
the
further.
festival not over there,
Yeah,
guys?
mate, so it's like, imagine the Fela stage.
Aye.
Yeah.
Right? In the Fela stage, imagine that sat up on a fucking beach, right?
Yeah.
Just in the middle of the fucking beach, bang. Facing down toward that club and see where that club is. It has one of them lights shoot up in the sky and fucking like a Batman
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
thing. Right? So seeing you come down on that night time, that's all you see is that light from wherever you are.
It's like the beacon.
You just it's like a beacon. Come to fucking here, right? So everybody was just walking
The
down the
Woods and
beach.
Gormley logo.
Me and Paddy G walked down. This is the stage you're playing at. We were like, holy fuck, no way. Had a big, massive, like 20-foot screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Aye.
It was a big, massive thing. We were looking, going, holy fuck, no way.
Aye, take
For
it.
our first time playing this festival, holy
Yeah.
shit. Right, so we fucked off back up the apartment, load of drinks. Nobody had signal on their phone.
Well,
one
'cause
AM.
it was
Yeah,
busy around
yeah,
the
yeah.
place.
Whatever way it was, Niall was the only one who had signal on his phone. We were like, right here. And he was looking after me and Paddy G, as he does whenever we
Yeah.
go away. He's like our manager, you know what I mean? We were out. But we abused the fuck out of it too. We're like, right here, Niall, check us out, teams there.
You abusing something? No.
No, fuck, I wouldn't abuse anything, mate. Me and Paddy G are sitting having a few drinks, whatever. And Niall, check us out, teams. And he's fucking on his phone. He's the only one who has it.
Yeah.
So he's checking and he's like, fuck me, lads. He's like, here, you're on at 1 o'clock. And we're like,
Take it.
fuck, no way.
Yes.
Right, see the way the sad times were set out?
Yeah.
It was the name and then the time.
Yeah.
And then the name and then the time was below it. Right?
Yeah.
So now it's on down 1 o'clock. Woods Axe Gormley below 1 o'clock. We're like, fucking lethal.
Happy days.
Now
Prime
it's
time.
like 8:30. And we're like, right, sweet.
Let's go.
Let's go. On it. And we're sitting there. It's about,
That's already a buzz button on you.
Yeah.
Why, you've got a good
we've
set.
got a good set
Yeah.
time,
Like-
right? And we're looking, there was loads of people before
Yeah.
any, and we're like, fuck me, right? So we start getting lit. Next thing, the Paddy G's phone sitting there and it starts ringing. Some Croatian number, and he's looking and going, and I'm sitting right beside him where he is, and I'm looking going, who's fuck's that ringing you? And he's like, fuck that, I'm not answering that. And I'm like, what do you mean? And then it stopped. And I was like, my curiosity. couldn't
You're
let
like,
that go.
I need to know who that was.
I
Yeah.
need it's a random number, and we're in. Who the fuck's ringing us
Aye.
from a random Croatian number when we're in Croatia?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's somebody we know.
I
Started-
already answered it right away.
Started ringing again, right? So he answered it. He's like, hello. And it was some girl I could hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on the phone, he's sitting there. Hello. And he's like, where? It's Louisa. Where are you? And he was like, who? Who are you? No, he's like fucking ski head. Who are you? And he was like, Louisa, you're meant to be here on the stage in 30 minutes. You need to be here 30 minutes before your set.
What time is this on?
And this is like say 11, right?
Right, okay.
It's just after 11. It's like 5 past
Aye.
11, right? It's just running straight away.
25 minutes before you're set, not 30.
25 minutes before our chat mates. We were thinking we're on at 1. We were actually on at 11:30, right?
Right.
She was ringing going, you're meant to be here 30 minutes. Paddy G looked at me going, who the fuck's this going? She's saying we're meant to be down there. And I was looking going, what? So it's just hung up. I said, what are you talking about?
And were you far from where you had to be?
No, we weren't. To be fair,
right.
we
Well,
weren't
that's
far.
good
Like
then.
you know what I mean. We're like a mile. You know what I mean. Not that
Aye.
far. The boys put us up in a class wee spot. To be fair,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Them boys run that festival, and it was real close. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck's going on here. And now then, I was like, get the phone over, and see whatever way he had read it out. Our set time was above our name, not below
right,
our
okay,
name.
Yeah.
Right. So it was half. It said
I half 11 till 1.
one,
sake,
half
shut
11 to
up.
1. Fuck's sake, Shuffle, you balloon. Half 11 to 1 above our name, and then Woods Axe Gormley. Because see, when you went to the very top, it was a time at the top. You know what I mean?
Yes, so he hasn't seen obviously the
Yeah,
top
he's
time
just
and
looked
just
and
went
went,
do,
fuck
do,
me
do, do,
underneath.
do. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you started one. So we jumped in the van, right? There was a big, like, we got to Croatia, there was fucking a squad of us. We
Aye.
rented like a big 9-seater fucking Volkswagen, a big Vito. It was a cracker, mate. It was a big wagon. So we all jumped in the van, fly down, through all the me
drove
huts.
to the stage.
Drove right, didn't even get to the stage. We had to drive into the front of the festival, right? And then
Right.
you had to go through all the food places and all.
Right, okay.
And at this stage, the fucking place is packed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're trying to get through all comes Paddy G's away, you're running up a hill. I was just like, fuck that.
As long as you make it there, mate, we're
Aye.
fine.
I'm smoking a joint or something. I'm like, I'm not running for no cunt. I don't give a fuck. Now, we got up, Paddy G's on the stage, we jumped up, your man's standing there about to piss himself, the DJ on before. You can tell, he's like, oh, I need to go to the toilet. We were like, he's like, you can jump on right now. And we were like, whoever where he's from, we were like, yes, sweet, 100%, mate. He just split. I see what you were saying about the stage being empty.
Yeah.
Now, there was literally, when we went on it and looked up, there's like 30 or 40 people there.
Ah.
But it was a good wee space. It was like,
yeah.
see the way the path went? The path went down in the front of that club was where you're sitting, Dave.
Yeah.
Right? And they set the stage up here, right? Looking out this way, and they had a wee square. It was like a wee square of bars.
Yeah.
That's what it was like. It was like a wee beach bars.
Yeah.
It was normally there, and then they've just set the stage up there, bang, big massive screen and all here. It was lethal. So every cunt was just walking down toward the fucking Batmobile, or the Batman scene,
Aye.
and they're coming down this path and just coming into us.
Yeah.
Me and Paddy G started and played one of the best sets we've ever played.
Yeah.
And must knocked out about fucking 40 tunes in the hour, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just mixing like fuck. He had 2 decks and I had 2 decks.
Yeah. But you have to seize that opportunity. You know,
I've got
being
a
a
story.
DJ is
I've
good
got a
fun,
fucking good story
but
for
like
you.
the footfall, you have to be able to say, I'm going to show you that I'm better than wherever the fuck you're planning on going now.
Oh, here.
Stay here for a
And
bit of crack.
sometimes just racking out raw style or hardcore isn't going to do
Oh, it
that.
wasn't-
You
there
have
was
to
no-
go. You have to go.
It was trance and side trance,
You know,
hot reverse
what
bass.
needs to
Yeah.
be
You
done.
know what I mean?
See, we also it's different now. Like we can go from 140
40,
hard
aye.
die to 200.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas a lot of people just have this one fucking thing they're stuck to.
There
Yeah,
was one
that's-
weird thing happened to us at Creamfields that, as far as I'm aware, didn't happen to any other artist on our stage, and he didn't do it. And I fucking was weirded out by this. So we got to the stage half an hour beforehand, fucking drove down, whole lot, shit, whatever. And the girl's like, right, I'm the girl who hands out the drinks.
Stage
I'm
manager.
Gonna, stage manager.
aye.
She goes, I need you to sign this for me. I was like, what the fuck am I signing? Where are you going? All right, okay. She's like, I need you to sign this. It's like, what is this? It's like, it's a contract to say that if you start any sort of like riotous behaviour, that
Mosh
we are
pit.
not responsible. So like,
You're
yeah,
held
mosh pit.
responsible.
And I
He
was like,
signed it, the dick.
but because I'm the one that is liable for doing that, man. Okay, we've done left and
gonna
right
say,
in work.
aye,
but
No, but they never asked no one else. to
No one
sign
else
it.
could ask.
We asked every
We were like,
artist.
what the
fucking
fuck?
noise
Never-
controllers, Disturb, everyone we asked.
Where's it? Creamfields.
Creamfields. But I don't know why. No one's
You know
ever
what it
explained
is?
this. Yet.
The senior videos. The
That's
senior
what I
video
thought.
of Planet
Mate,
Love from last
we're
year.
we're
The
not
senior
that
video
big.
as well
Like,
of fucking.
It doesn't matter though. Listen, see if you're
There's
booking
a couple of good.
like. Sorry, go ahead.
There's a couple of good videos of us getting mosh pits in Thompsons and places like that. Like,
Right, so see the one from Planet Love, right? See if you're booked to play Creamfields. See whoever the promoter is. Like we do this in our team.
you talk about the left-right video.
Ah,
Aye, that happened after Creamfields. We
right.
done,
I was
we,
right.
our
Right,
original
right.
left-right that we tried to do was Creamfields. I said to him, right, we've got a crowd, I'm going to do it. He's like, don't, mate. I was like, it'll fucking work. Wait till you see. He's like, it won't. And every
Sergey was
time...
right.
No, fucking, I was
it
right,
didn't
mate.
work in Creamfield.
It did work in
No way. You
Creamfields.
see the video? It worked in Planet Love. It didn't work in
Did
Creamfield.
work in
It
Planet Love.
definitely worked in fucking Planet Love.
It's fucking
But see, that was I learnt my errors from Creamfields. It worked a bit, and I was like, right, I know how to make this work anywhere.
Yeah.
But you just have
I just
to
get
get
on the
people
microphone now.
involved. Like we've done it in
I
Belgium
just
and
got
all.
on the microphone now and shout
you?
it. Aye, because see before, and then when
'Cause
we
you're
made,
out dancing.
I'm doing this.
we
going,
made
right,
the
you
tune
go-
longer as
But
well.
you have to remember when you're on stage, I'm not going left, right. I'm going right,
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 left.
right, right,
Yeah.
left, left, left.
have to go
So
the
that
opposite
everyone
way.
goes left and right.
Yeah. I noticed that
But
when
you
you were
have
doing
to
that. I was like,
people up and be like, right.
But
I'm
in
going this
Creamfields, he
way
didn't. He
and
done
that
it the
way.
wrong way in Creamfields, which I think what muddled them up. It didn't. I think.
No, I
that's-
done it
Yeah.
right.
No,
I just didn't G them up as much as what I fucking
Yeah.
did.
But mate, I don't know what that signature thing was all about. But it was funny as fuck. Unless we were winding him up, just
I don't
Senior,
know.
But
Like,
the
they had-
senior dancing
they
days.
had a
they're like,
prepared
fuck
contract for him.
I'll take that. Like Creamfields is watching our socials. Take it. Although they never booked us show again, so they were clearly angry at the raddest behaviour we caused.
I know what it is. It's from Belfast. These are two Hellions.
That's what it is. No throwing bricks, you cunts.
What happened with Drop Zone this year that you didn't end up
Oh,
going?
fuck, mate. That's
You were
like
booked to
it's-
play in that, weren't you?
Yeah, I was booked to play Ultra
That's what it was. It was.
Music Festival in Croatia and Drop Zone.
Yeah.
And then I went to Ibiza to DJ and got really sick.
I love how you smile about that.
I near hit the deck.
Really sick. It was a bit worse than that.
I
wasn't
know.
it? Like,
You say that as if there's a sinister thing behind it. You did actually get sick.
I just got a wee bit sick. It was alright, like, you know what I mean? Only near died. Just
A wee bit of death.
play
Never.
Van
I
Hilda.
knew I was actually thinking in
That's
my
sad.
head, I was like, it's another fucking violin story here.
We need to get the edit on, and then whenever you can just play a wee.
Mate, I done it in the last show. Sergi gave us a diabetic story and the whole thing. I have a fucking violin underneath it. In case anyone was wondering what the fuck that was about.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I just laugh about it, but Some are cunts are like, you're a fucking mad bastard.
But if you didn't laugh about it, you'd cry. Like,
Well, that's it.
Fuck yeah, I did cry when
were you in hospital in Ibiza?
No, so I didn't make it to hospital in Ibiza. So this is what happened. I went to Ibiza, but I don't think that was the start
Did
of
you
it.
take a pill on Ibiza to show Avicii you were cool?
Is
Is that what went wrong?
No, I did not. Fucking my pill days are over. Fuck that.
I since Ibiza.
4 weeks ago, done. Never again. No, fuck. Mate, I've just been working flat out. I was working like a fucking horse. Trying to get a mortgage together. Me and the wife and the kids. And I've just been working fucking every
I burned the
gig
candle
going.
at both ends.
But I flat out and I haven't really been eating well or sleeping well. In the week, I went to Ibiza. My mate was getting married. And I was a groomsman. And then I was DJing at his wedding. And then I had a couple of club gigs after. I actually had a fucking smasher lined up at Cafe Mambo. I was meant to play a Cafe Mambo on the
Lads,
last day.
Legendary lad.
I
Yeah.
know, mate. It was legendary. I was the boy who sorted it out for me too. I was like, I didn't even get to tell him until I got home. You know what I mean? Until about 2 weeks later, like I'm in a hospital. But that would have been fucking epic. So yeah,
You were telling us about how you got a touch of death.
I've lost my trail of thought because I'm thinking about Cafe Mambo. And that.
That's all I was thinking about once you
now
said that too.
look in his head.
Like, bastard, no way.
So,
Got it. Yeah, mate, so I went to Ibiza to DJ at a wedding, and we were, me and the wife, fucking, we were only there two nights, and on the third night, was at the wedding, DJing, and in a 3-piece black tuxedo. Johnny,
Oh,
Silly cunt.
on the warmest day, one of the warmest days recorded in Ibiza, right?
oh Jesus.
Because it was groomsman in this fucking 3-piece black tuxedo, DJing, right?
Yeah.
You know what it's like DJing.
In shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah.
I just make shorts.
Same, I just be like fucking. If you're working, if
You can
you're
change,
if
yeah.
you're actually like at the decks and mixing like fucking, and
Now you're not guns for hire. Like
you're
you
not
can
just
take the
playing,
suit
you're
off.
not just jukebox stage shit. You're just like if you're actually on board, you're sweating like fuck. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You're
yeah.
mentally on board and you're physically sweating. Right? Imagine being in a 3-piece black fucking tuxedo doing that shit, getting cued. There's this wee fucking Spanish bird running about giving me cues, right? Oh, hello, I'm fucking Lucia. I give you cue for when the thing comes out. First dance.
Yes.
Was this the same girl from Croatia? Was it?
No, I was a different girl.
Definitely see it, was it?
Different Lucia. You know what I mean? She's
You're
getting,
meant to be on in half an hour. Where the fuck are you?
she's fucking floating about with a clipboard. You know what I mean?
She's worse.
Oh shit! Right,
She's
one of
flo-
those ones.
Oh, I floating
late.
about with a clipboard, being like, at this time, we have this time, with this, and I'm like,
Love, I don't operate in times. I just
I'm
fucking
like-
show up.
I've been in Ibiza all day, love. Are you fucking for real? Do you know what we've been up to? Do you know what I mean? Me and 2 of the other grooms are at our pool during the day, and it's getting the wedding's at 6, right? I mean, these 2 fuckers land round our room with their fucking suits and balls, going to Claire at like 5 o'clock. They're like, here, Claire, can you iron our suits? We're way back down the pool. Woody, let's go. And I was like, we need to go to the wedding. Fuck that wedding. Fucking put the suit on. We're on. Sat down at the pool until like 10 to 6, mate.
Right.
Drinking, whatever, and
Aye.
fucking a few joints and stuff. Getting fucked up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
Go to this wedding. Bounced up, stuck our suits on, flew around to their hotel. Went to the wedding, DJ'd all night. Flat out. It was a lethal night. It was class. It was an unbelievable night, to be fair to them.
Yeah.
Fair play to the couple. And
And congratulations.
that's what I was meant to say. Congratulations, Johnny and Rachel. These 2 fucking faces near killing me. Yeah, so see, as the wedding was over, I was meant to go to the Plastic, the DJ. They had the after party booked there, and we went and met the owner of the club the night before, and he was like, whenever they're coming around, you can DJ at the club and for a couple of hours, whatever. And we were like, sweet. So went up to the club and get in the door, mate. He brought us backstage. I got the suit off me.
Yeah.
Got changed, a wee pair of shorts, whatever. Went back out in the club and had one drink and just felt this fucking overwhelming surge of I'm fucked. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Something
I
is
didn't
not
feel
operating right
feel
here.
drunk because it wasn't like we were drinking all day, but it wasn't like we were binging. We were just like we were at a wedding.
That's different as well when you're in the heat. That's sort of
Yeah.
you don't get as pissed as you would here. if you
Yeah,
were
it was
tanking drink.
more had a work to do sort of as well. And
Yeah.
until that was over, I couldn't really relax. And then by the time that work was over, I went up the back of this venue, and there was a couple of like nice wee sort of an area, like a wee fucking outdoor area, couple of nice steps on it. I just lay down the step and just fucking was lying there. Fuck, man. Well, Anto, you know Anto Morrissey?
I've seen the name on Facebook.
He's a wee mate of mine. He was at the wedding. He came over and looked at me. He was like, "Do you want me to continue on DJing here for you, son?" I was just
I
like,
wanted to call me a fucking
he
ambulance
was
there,
like-
son.
he just went, "You don't look too good. I'll DJ for you." And he cracked on DJ for the rest of the night. We went to this nightclub, done whatever, get changed, and went out and sat and had a drink, and just went, "I ain't going home." Just something
It's
come over
not
me.
like you
Yeah.
for me.
I
I
know,
never-
definitely. Like,
I
we
never go home.
mates in States have definitely been a few times, like, but I've never seen you to the point where, like, no, this is not for me.
Mate, Claire, the way Fair played her, she was like, "You're gonna regret this. Like, don't go home and all. Just go on and play. Once you start playing, you'll be good and all." And
Yeah.
I was just like, "No, I ain't going."
Because it does happen sometimes. Like, at the end of the day, if you're sick
need
or
to be
something
10
before a
minutes
gig,
or something,
once
like,
you're
even-
once you're playing,
and then you snap out it. You're
yeah,
mind.
you forget about it, and
Yeah.
then once you come off, you're like, oh yeah, I was feeling sick. So the fact you're like, nah,
Nah, you're sweet then after
Yeah.
it. I walked down the street halfway to the apartment and was sick, right? And I thought, and then I felt better. And I thought, fuck, I feel better. Claire was like, "Do you want to go back?" And I was like, "No, fuck it. I'll just go home." I was like, "I'll just give up. I've got Mambo, and I was meant to play that nightclub and play too. So I had 3 gigs lined up for the last night. Everybody was all planned. We're gonna go
Yeah.
down, watch the sunset at Mambo. Where do you play? We'll go on this nightclub. Then we'll go on that nightclub." I was like,
you proposed at Mambo, didn't you, at Sunset?
"Yes, mate."
Yeah, so yeah.
Fucking
And
that's
it would have
class.
been a night.
Full
It was full
circle.
circle, yeah.
Oh, I made me and the wife love Ibiza. Like I got engaged down in Mambo, fucking in front of thousands. Mate.
Yeah.
Right up on. We were sitting at the beach. Give you that quickly. We were sitting at the beach. You know where Mambo is?
Yeah.
Where Mambo's here, and then the beach goes up a wee bit. So
And all the wee rocky bit.
we rocky bit. We
Yeah.
had parked up like a good bit up because I was like, right, I'm gonna get out of the way here. Wait till the sunset comes down. Pop a question, right?
Yeah.
Now we were sitting with our backs
And
to
you had to be
Mambo.
quick because the sun fucking disappeared rather quickly. at
We were sitting
Mambo,
with our
like.
backs to Mambo, right? And then obviously more people started coming. They're coming in front of you, and you look around. There's like 50 people there, right? Now, I didn't even look behind me once. As the sunset had started to come down, it was coming to that moment. I'm trying to ring. I had my wee man at home boxed off with a wee baby grow saying,
Yeah.
"Will you marry my daddy?" One of these ones.
Yeah.
"Will you marry my daddy?" And I was trying
That's
to ring.
class.
I was trying to ring her sister on FaceTime, like fuck, down the side. We're sitting on the racks, and I'm trying
Like,
to ring
I
her.
love whatever you're saying.
And it wouldn't go through. It wasn't going through me. It was just going disconnected. No, just going not available. Try again later, and I'm hitting it, going, "Holy fuck!" The sun's disappearing.
Is
I'm
this a
like,
sign?
shit. Looking down, keep hitting the phone. I'm like, "Oh my god!" And then all the lads behind me and all the couple know the crack. They're all boxed off. One of them sitting recording and all, and I'm like, "Holy fuck, this isn't going through." And I'm like, "No way!" Look at the sun. Shit.
Did you have a
Bang.
backup plan though?
No, I didn't know fucking backup plan. Fucking winged the shit out of it. Right? Now, there's literally girls, like a row of 10 girls come down and sat right behind us. Right? Now, there's fucking here to that curtain away. You know what I mean? I was like, holy fuck. And yet, see, whenever I pulled out the ring, it went through, bang, and I handed the phone to Claire. And then got up and get down on one knee. And see, and I got up and looked round. There was like fucking...
The photo I seen, it looked like there was thousands of
I know
people.
what they're
there.
like.
There was fucking thousands of people there. It was whatever night it was whoever was playing in Mambo. It was
It was a big
It was
night.
a big night.
Yeah.
I mean, it was only when I turned around and looked around, I was like, holy shit. And I had to get down on one knee and was like, oh my God, no way. And because she stood up to me, so her back was still, her back was to the crowd.
Yeah.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? And then whatever happened, there was no photo and said, yes,
I would imagine though in that moment you're in a bubble. It's just the
Oh,
two
mate,
of you, and even
I
though
was-
you know a yes is coming, you're still probably going, please say yes.
It's everything else. It's not even the yes. It's everything else around it. Will
Everybody's
mumble
cheering and all.
words and fucking drop a ring or
Mate,
especially
every
on
cunt's
beat.
cheering and all. They're all like, I could hear somebody going, oh my God, he's proposing. and I'm like, oh shit, trying to keep your cool. And then you hear all the lads going, yeah, go on with it. Yeah. You're like, holy fuck. Man, I didn't even put the ring on her finger. I didn't put the ring on her finger. I just was like, she just said yes, and I was just like, oh, sweet. Happy days. You know what I mean? And mates, so see the video. Somebody was behind videoing it all, and it went viral on fucking Ibiza Club News.
Yeah.
Right? Fucking whatever, load of million views. But you see how many of the Claire got trolled real bad on that
Bollocks.
there. I was fucking she took it real bad. Like loads of cunts saying, "What's she doing, sitting holding her phone and all, all this bags and."
Aye, because they don't know what
They
the
don't
story
know the
was.
context.
leading up to
They
that,
didn't
yeah.
know the context of it all.
But that's like keyboard warriors, man.
I think she would put her phone
But that
down
can
and all.
rack. I can rack someone. That
Oh,
just
mate, it
shows
racked
you
her
how-
But
for
it can
ages,
wreck
so
that
it didn't
moment as well, like, because that's
Ah.
taken away a special moment. Like, as you've said, you planned this out, it went a bit tits up, you've got to save the day, it's went perfect for you.
Yeah.
And then people who've just seen a picture or a video are like, what a wanker.
Yeah,
It's like,
wankers. Mate, no, it was good about it too. There were some wee, like, just a random couple standing in the background with like a fucking DSL.
I think that's a photo I seen because
It
the one
is.
I seen was crystal clear.
Mate,
Like,
they were standing with a DSLR. You know, one of them fucking,
yeah.
like a
a proper one.
proper professional fucking camera,
Yeah.
and just randomly took a few photos,
Ah.
right? And then, but they just disappeared,
Ah.
right? And I didn't know to take a few photos. We were walking up the West End like fucking 3 or 4 hours later, and they were like, oh, hello, and we were like,
Was it Lucia again? Was it?
it wasn't
You're
Lucia.
still late for your set.
It was Sophia's name, and me, Geraldo. And he was a fella, man. He was sound as fuck. He came over. He's like, "Oh, hola." He couldn't really. He was
Yeah.
Spanish. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I have photographs of you." And we were like, "What?" And he was like, showed us on the camera, and we were like, "Holy fuck!" Yeah, there was like 6 or 7
Yeah.
real class fucking photos. Like,
Ah.
we actually have one of them photos printed up in our
In the
house.
house.
Yeah,
take
we
it.
had got his email address and he sent them to us.
That's brilliant.
That's
Classic.
class, mate.
So fair play. Like, it was lethal.
But
Good
mate,
shit.
that's good, mate.
But this is
So-
this day laid back on I was in
I was gonna
Ibiza.
say, back to
Yeah.
back to Mambo when you had your
Right.
touch of death.
So, fucking at the wedding, ended up walking home, was sick, went on home, got to the apartment. Claire went to bed. I was in I think I maybe possibly made a had a smoke, and then went in, didn't feel well, started being sick. Right? This is now Tuesday night, whatever, fucking 3 a.m.
Head spinning, don't know what's going on.
No,
fucking-
no, mate. I
You're
just
not
thought,
freaking out,
no,
no?
I've lost a maker. No, then it's back. I just thought I've drunk too much over the course of the day,
Yeah.
and I've just drunk too much volume, and
Aye.
I just need to be sick. So I was like, sweet, just sitting in the toilet, being sick, and then
No, like, get it out of me and I'll be sweet tomorrow.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I need to get this out of me. I need to get this out of me. I need to get this out. I'm gonna be sick. So I started being sick, and it was all it was all the rum. I was drinking Havana 7. And you could see that that's what it was, you know what I mean? So it was
Yeah.
being sick. And then, you know what I mean? You know when you're being sick and you're fucked a wee bit? It's like
Aye.
you be sick for a while and you sit down in the toilet, sit there for a while, went out, sat in the balcony, and then came back and I was feeling, I had a wee sip of water, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm going to be sick again here.
Yeah.
Bang, in sick again. And then that just continuously happened throughout the whole night, right? Didn't sleep. Got to Wednesday morning, and Claire woke up, and I was in the bathroom. She was like, "Are you still being sick?" I was like, "Oh, fuck, I was just lying there." She's like, "I'm gonna go down the pool," and I was like, "Alright, shoot you on." I'm just lying here, Dan. I just thought I was just
Aye,
hungover.
that's it. You don't think
Ah.
like a fucking
Ah,
actual Dan.
shoot you on there. I'm straight. All good. Come back up in a
It's
couple of hours and
mad
get me.
how quickly things can go like that, but
Mate, she says she went down to the pool and came back up, like, whatever, a couple of hours later, and said, looked in and I was lying on the floor, looked like I was a skeleton. Says, my arms were all sucked in. Now, this is probably like Wednesday afternoon, you know, like Wednesday
You've
evening.
had a good while of.
She doesn't get up till 1 o'clock in the day, you know what I
Aye.
mean?
Yeah.
She didn't get up till fucking whatever, and then farted about, and I was being sick a couple of times. Is you alright? You alright? And I was like, oh, I'm alright, don't worry about it. She's like, I go down to the pool. There was loads of couples in our hotel we were with. She's like, shot all my emmons and came back a load of hours later. She's like, you look grey. She says, I looked in at you. You were lying on the floor. You look grey. Your legs were all skinny, and your arms were all skinny. Your face was all skinny.
dehydrated. the fuck
Yeah.
out.
That's what it was. So it was dehydration. So I was starting to have dehydration, led to my organs shutting down, and my kidneys. I had kidney failure.
Mate, see, whenever you posted that, I was worried as fuck straight away, and I went on and I started Googling it. And then me and Dave talking about it, going, fuck, hope he's alright and all. Is that the guy's going his kidney failure and that dialysis end for fucking ever, blah, blah. But apparently, if you don't, it can only, even if you're not drinking alcohol, if you don't drink enough water and severe
Yeah.
heat, your whole organs can just stop.
That's
Like,
Yeah.
yes,
I-
that was happening.
I was like, fuck, because, like,
I didn't realize.
I'm going
so-
away, and we were away a couple of times there, and every time we went away, it was like 30-degree heat when we were DJing in fucking Belgium and all, wasn't it?
I was fucking roasting.
And all we done was drink alcohol, like, and it's
I know, that's-
so
Me
easy.
and Nicole
fucking-
actually joked about this the other night. It was, see, whenever we had the fucking super warm day the other day, it's like, here, if you went away to fucking Spain or somewhere, you get up in the morning, you put your sun cream on, you have a wee drink of water, and off you go. But when it's sunny as fuck here, people are like, yo, let's just go outside, and then they get burnt, they get dehydrated. It's like, well, you wouldn't do that if you went to fucking Spain. Like, Belfast
Aye,
isn't
'cause you're-
different, it's the same fucking sun.
It's just it's different at home, mate. But no, well, you're feeling okay now?
Mate, I am sorry. I've got the boss man text me here.
Well-
Wondering where the fuck I am.
We'll wrap this up anyway. We've
You're
done
right.
well over an hour. And good stories.
Hold on, because we're not finished. We're not finished.
Oh, he has more, he has more.
You there? Hold on.
Uh,
I've got an hour meeting. That's made non-stop. I haven't stopped. I've been out from
That's right, I
fucking 6 o'clock
forgot
this
you're,
morning.
you're going out to EP as well after
Playing
this as
Talkshow.
well. I forgot about
know.
that. See,
What's that?
normally it's a Monday night we do this.
Yeah,
I know.
mate. So it was like I fucking lay on the bathroom floor
Yeah.
till Wednesday night. My flight was on Thursday morning, and I knew I had to fucking pull myself together. I just thought, this is what happened. This is the kicker. See, on Wednesday night, Claire went to bed. I started being sick. I know it sounds disgusting. Started being sick.
Sorry, we heard all about Jason
all
with
this-
diabetes last week. So
Mate, I was being sick. All this black stuff.
Yeah.
All this black stuff started coming up.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, what the fuck's this?
it's like something my soul, is it?
It was like it was my fucking. It was my. I don't know what the fuck it was. Black as fuck, and then blood. Like
Oh,
Ah,
no,
once
that's,
a
that,
blood
aye,
comes.
that's you know, when
mate,
you've
it
got
wasn't like a wee bit of blood. It was
Aye.
like a fucking. Do you ever see a projectile vomit?
Aye.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa. It was like that of blood.
Yeah.
Right. And I just looked
your
down.
stomach fucking
And
just
then I
ripping itself.
lay down and lay on the floor because it was tears and it was cold.
Aye.
And I was like, oh, I just need to lie here. See, at one point I remember thinking, I'm gonna fucking die here.
Aye, you would, like.
I was thinking,
Even on
I'm gonna
hangovers when
die.
you're having some bad
No,
time
mate,
in the
I
toilet, you're like,
don't-
oh, fuck.
no.
But
I
like,
never,
that's
I
fucking...
never think to myself, oh, I'm gonna die. I actually thought, I'm gonna die.
Shit.
I was like, I actually had a thought of, I need to get up, get my phone, and write a note to my two kids because I'm about to die here,
Jesus, mate,
and I
that's a
couldn't,
scary
and I
thought to be
couldn't
having.
move.
oh,
Couldn't
mate.
move. I was just lying there, being like,
Holy
oh
shit.
fuck. And then I was like, see if I go to sleep, I'm not gonna wake up.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna stay awake. So then it was from Tuesday night to Thursday morning. I was just see when I was lying there, I was like,
that's also
I
not
just
good,
got
yeah.
up and went from one space to another. Just keep staying awake.
Aye, when you started feeling like going,
Yep,
like, nope,
I was
time
like-
to move.
I need to get up. Just get up. Something's coming over me going, get up.
Were you drinking water at this stage?
I was trying to sip water and I was sip
So
water and
even
then
that wasn't helping
15
you.
minutes
Aye,
later
you know
I would
not
be
to
sick.
stand down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now I'm staying
I
down.
through in your head you're going, the water's making me sick. Not
Stop
drink
drinking.
as much,
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't
which is
drink.
what you needed.
Yeah, that's it. All the orange stuff
mate.
came out of your stomach. I was like, see when the orange stuff, the bed came out.
I
was like,
you know, you're,
That's me done.
Yeah.
Happy days. I'm gonna be sweet. And then it was after that
Aye,
the black
that's-
and
yeah,
the fucking
that's-
blood
yeah.
came out, and that's when I was like, oh fuck.
Aye, your stomach's saying to
I
you
was like,
here, fucking
oh,
sort me out.
Fuck, mate, freaked out. And then
And I can't believe you came home like instead of going over there. To
no, because I was thinking to myself, get up and get on the fucking flight and go straight to hospital. I'm not staying in hospital in Ibiza. I was like, if I
Aye.
get just make it home. I was like, just get on the flight. Everything was going to me. Just get up and get on the flight.
Yeah, whatever
One part of me
happened.
was going,
Was that like a dream the whole day getting on that flight? Was it?
mate, I can remember everything till getting up in the hospital.
Yeah.
I was on the flight. I was sick. I was still being sick in the
Yeah.
airport. When I got on the flight, I was walking down the aisle, and our hostess looked at me and went, "You come with me." And I was like, "I got there." And she went, "Back row, you all to yourself." And I was right beside the toilet.
Well, that's good.
She was like, "You need to use the toilet. Crack away." The toilets were disabled. Or
Yeah.
the toilets were out of action that there on the flight. No toilets were allowed. Something
Aye.
happened with the flight before. They weren't. They didn't. Nobody was allowed to use the
Someone
toilet.
took a massive
Swear to
shit.
shit,
They were
man.
like,
Swear
no,
to God, man.
no.
I'd never heard this anyway. No cunt was allowed to use the toilet on the flight except for me. I was like,
VIP, Woods on the
I
plane.
know. I mean, she took me down, stuck me in the back row, and was like, "You need to use the toilet." Just ask me. They were all locked.
Aye.
My mum was just like hanging and sat in the toilet for like 15 minutes at a time on the flight, being sick. Went out and sat in the seat. Claire was sitting beside me. Was trying to fall asleep, and I was like, "No, don't fall asleep.
Aye.
Stay awake."
Aye, you've no other room to fucking go to now.
See
That
what
is
you were
it.
saying there about like everything. Whenever you got the hospital, you don't remember anything. That's the way I was. See, whenever I nearly died, it was like, see, once I knew they knew what was wrong, because I knew what was wrong, but the nurses weren't listening to me. See, once I knew that they knew I was diabetic DKA,
Did you?
I just lay back, and
Yeah.
I don't remember anything after
That's
that.
what happened to me. Whenever I went in on the Thursday, we went straight into A&E to say what was wrong, and you sat there for a while. They come out, took bloods, and then sat there for again. About a half an hour later, they come out and were like, Paul Woods,
urgently, fuck.
Paul Woods, and I was still outside being sick, and they came in, they were like, lie in that bed, and I was like, sweet, and they just went, bump, bump, two drips there, and I was just lying like that, and then I just can't remember them. I was just like,
I
bump.
thought your body,
Your body,
shut,
but your
shut
mind
off,
just
yeah.
went, I'm all
So
right. now."
Claire then was there beside me. She was saying like I was in intensive care. I was in this red resource place, and then I went to Amber, and then I went back to red, and then I
Yeah.
got put on a ward, and then I got COVID,
Jesus.
and then this is now Sunday, and then I got put into a wee special room by myself because I had
Ah,
COVID,
Yeah.
and then I woke up on the Sunday, like woke up being like, whoa, what the fuck's going on in a wee room?
But as you say, if
being
you
like,
stayed awake for 2 days
Nah,
to,
I'm
to,
alive.
to keep yourself alive, that's not
Alive
good
and
for your
red.
body as well. Like we all know, if you stay up, once you
Yeah.
get to a certain point, you start feeling a bit giddy and mad.
But
Like
it's-
if you stayed awake that long, done a flight and all, your body's clearly just been like,
Shutting
yes,
down.
I can
Ah.
fucking relax.
That's why I asked you out
I'm-
there, was it like a dream? Because see, when I explained it last week, like weren't giving me insulin in the hospital. I was already ill on top of it with pancreatitis, but they weren't giving me insulin on top of it. And I was telling them, you're not giving me insulin. And then I got worse and worse and worse. And see the exact minute the girl out of the ICU came in and said, his
needs
blood sugar's
insulin.
high, he needs insulin. I just went, phew.
Sweet, that's
Sweet.
right.
The
So-
whole, but see everything right up to that, I remember it vividly. It was clear as a bell because I was worried
You're
about
on
myself.
high- you're on high
Your,
alert.
your survival mode. You're going.
That's what
fucking
it
do
is.
ya.
You just.
But
it
then the
is
minute
survival.
I knew, like, I don't remember anything for about a week after that. Like, it was
Yeah, it
just
was
like,
mental.
See, I've never near died, like, so fuck you. You're leaving me out of this
Well,
one. Not medically anyway. There's definitely a few situations I've been in where I probably should have died, like, but that's
we'll end it
story.
on that then, Woody. That was a good podcast, mate. I appreciate you coming down.
Yes,
and
mate.
Mate,
Thank you
enjoyed
very
your
much.
story.
Bring me back. I want to come
Mate,
back.
we'll do it once
a
I'm back
million
from-
more stories and tell. That's
Uh,
only a wee snippet. I'm need to
mate,
go to work here.
Once I come back from holiday, we'll do it again, mate. Thanks
Yes.
very much.
Yes, we do. Thank you very much, chum. Appreciate it. Choked by the
Yes,
robot.
subscribe to everything, and yep,
The usual
Hope you enjoyed that.
facebook.co.uk.
cheers, bye.
Speak to you later.